All right, for today's video review, we're going to be taking a look at BotBots Series 6 Message Muffler from the Oil Slicks team. Yeah, this is another one of those Oil Slicks BotBots that's basically, they're kind of the chase figures for this series of BotBots, all done in this one kind of like black and pearlescent color scheme here. And yeah, this is a repaint of Mr. Business Esquire from Series 4, who turned into kind of like an old-timey like brick cell phone. And yeah, it looks okay. I think I have the same issue with this guy that I have with all the other kind of chase figure BotBots, and just that I usually just prefer them be the colors of the actual object. Like, the pretty colors are, appealing, but it kind of pulls it further away from actually looking like what it's supposed to be. Not great, but at least it's kind of a nice pattern on them. It's kind of weird that they didn't make it line up so that the buttons in the middle were the same color. But, whatever. Obviously, transformation is just the same as Mr. Business Esquire. You take these front panels here and rotate them out to the side to be the arms. Take the whole body and it'll just extend up a little bit like that. And then you kind of take the feet here and just spread them to the side just to give them a bit more of a natural stance there. There we have Message Muffler in their robot mode. And yeah, pretty cute. The eyes, on Mr. Business Esquire, it really kind of used the like earpiece as the eye, whereas this one has actually put two little eyes on there, and there's really no mouth or anything. That does also mean that these are, kind of visible in the phone mode, even though they do kind of blend in well enough. But that's what they look like together. Again, I think that the pretty color scheme works a little bit more for me in this mode, just because it doesn't actually have the burden of having to look like an object. It just looks like a weird kind of psychedelic little robot, which I kind of dig. I think it looks pretty good, and I've always liked the robot mode for this BotBot in general, so still works. In terms of articulation, obviously it's just the same. The arms are on ball joints and can rotate around like that, although they're very tight on mine. Like I usually just use them to rotate in and out, and that feels okay, but the actual rotation of it feels a little bit risky in a way that it didn't really on Mr. Business Esquire, just because like a lot of the tolerances in Series 6 are just like tighter than they need to be, and it just could have used another pass in the design process, I feel like, but what can you do? So yeah, I'd say robot mode for me probably gets a 4 out of 5. I don't like it quite as much as Mr. Business Esquire, but I think it's still cute, and I do like the colors. Even if I think it doesn't really work that well for the object itself. The phone mode, I think I'll probably give a 3 out of 5. I think he got both 5s for both robot and alt mode. So definitely a bit of a downgrade, and I feel like, again, just my general complaint of like the colors don't really make it look like the object, and they kind of pull you further away from being able to tell what it actually is. But it's not terrible. It's just not as good as the original, in my opinion. And then transformation is still normal average, so 3 out of 5, which is going to give Message Muffler an ultimate score of 11 out of 15, which makes them a 3-star BotBot. So yeah, not bad. As these go, I feel like this is an okay one. But usually my complaint in general is just I don't really care for the little chase figure BotBots. They're not figures that I feel like I really need. You just kind of end up with a few of them if you're trying to get the ones that you actually want. But yeah, if you want to pick up Message Muffler, they're available in one of the 2 Custodial Crew 8-packs as the chase figure, the blind packed one. It's specifically the one that has Bobby Blue Jean and Lady Lufa. So, if you're looking through the packs, if you're actually finding them individually anywhere, I don't know if they're actually being sold that way, but if you're picking which pack you're getting, then that's the one that you want if you want this BotBot. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to them. If you enjoy my videos, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. I do reviews every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And without further ado, here we have BotBots Series 6 Message Muffler.